No, I'd be good with that.
It's interesting, though, that they viewed Pajemski as a starter just a couple weeks ago, and now he's going to get back down to the bench. Now, that's fine. I think Warriors fans are cool with him being that sixth-man kind of a role. And it could be, obviously, a spot starter at times if Steph needs some rest or what have you. But I like that.
Melton can guard. And the fact is, I didn't know that one. With Slater, because obviously he's tapped in. He just says, hey.
They're small, though.
He said they are small. Yeah. They're going to have to play small.
Do you feel confident about Draymond at the 5? Like the wear and tear, that kind of scares me a little bit.
And listen, they had so many lineup combinations last year that we may see a lot of different starting lineups depending on the game and depending on the opponent. If it's somebody, like if it's Ayton, do you go TJD?
Yeah. Yeah, you might have to do that.
You might have to mix it up a little bit here and there. Like Jokic, TJD struggled against Jokic.
Yep.
Maybe you go back to Looney.
Yeah, you got Loon Dog still.
You still got Loon Dog. You can dust them off. Yeah, and get some bonus. You may want to go Loon Dog instead of TJD or Draymond.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of options here with this roster, a lot of versatility. But De'Anthony Melton. And he said that the Warriors coaching staff felt like Memphis underutilized him in that series. I'm telling you, this Joker could guard, man. He can guard. He can get up in your face. He's physical. He's tenacious. He's got some athleticism. I like Melton a lot. If his back holds up, this is a good value pick right here.
That's the thing.
It's a good value signing.
Can he stay healthy? I think that's the name of the game right now for De'Anthony Melton, because I'm looking at his games played. Now, he's a year removed from playing 77. With Philadelphia, but last year was only 38. He had, the spine injury last year, and people are labeled as it was a spine injury, and that's scary for me. So where's he at physically and stuff like that? Are they going to slow play? He seems like from what Anthony said, he's pretty confident health is going to be okay with De'Anthony Melton. Hopefully nothing happens in training camp. We can't predict that.
But this Melton pickup, man, I love it more and more every day.
It's the best out of the three.
I think so. I thought that from day one. I like slow-mo a lot, but Melton gives him a little something different. He does. I think he could play. He could be a two-way player. In Travis Irby, Bonte, everybody knows Melton can guard. Do they? Come on, Travis, don't assume things.
Anthony Melton's a household name.
No, he's not. He's not. So I'm just educating people. Can I do my job, Travis?
His best year was in 2021, 2022 when the Warriors obviously won the title. He was eighth in the sixth man of the year voting.
I do think camp's really going to matter. I think Melton's health is.
Oh, thanks.
There it is. Yeah.
Camp's going to matter. There you go.
Open competition, baby. Let's go. But he could also hit the three, step out hitting three. I've seen him dunk on dudes' heads. He could get up and get after it. He gets active. He can fly above the rim. Melton's a good two-way player. I think this is a good pickup for the Golden State Warriors. Let's go to the Lions, Spadone. Oreo Cookie in Oakland. Oreo, what's happening?
Ooh, Oreo.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to say that we should play the team that we have right now and play the youngsters. This guy, marketing, I don't claim to know everyone. I play fantasy basketball, but I never heard of this dude, man. And playing next to Stephen Curry, that's a big stage. The guy's coming from Utah, man. When does Utah have a big stage? The guy could be a bust. But as far as this year, man, now that we got our money orders in line, I think we're shooting for next year for free agency.
Okay.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Oreo Cookie. Let's go to Curtis in San Ramon. Curtis, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey guys, so I want to talk about adding Lauri Markkanen, and I actually think that it, like, financially and just basketball wise, I think it would be a perfect fit. I mean, he gives you size. He's 7 feet. He shoots the three at 40%. I think he hit 175 threes last year. He can rebound. He scored 23 points a game. You put him in the starting lineup, that gives you versatility. You can put Trace Jackson Davis in the second team. You can bring in Quentin Post, who can shoot two. Then you have 2 7-footers on the team. I just think, and you can trade, Wiggins, who's making $26 million this year, get Markkanen, who's making $18 million this year. Markkanen's extension wouldn't kick in till the season after this, and then even if you extended Kuminga, his wouldn't kick in till 3 years from now. Same with Steph. I mean, I think that puts us in an amazing position, and I think I just think all around it just makes so much sense.
Fair enough. We just had two split callers. We had 2 split callers right there. One Oreo Cookie, and I forgot the other guys.
I like that. But it's just I think the fan base is split when it comes to marketing. We just don't know about them because I think part of it is a lot of fans haven't lost a lot of marketing.
No.
You watch the highlights, you get a glimpse, and all the highlights are going to look good. Who's going to post lowlights?
They're called highlights.
Yeah,
exactly.
who's going to post lowlights? Who's going to post them getting cooked? Who's going to post them missing shots?
That's what the deep divers do. That's what the diehards do, Bonte. They go in, they do their homework on guys like Lauri Markkanen because, yes, there's going to be good games, there's going to be bad games, but especially in the Western Conference, this isn't the East. Like,
No,
this isn't, you're not, like, if you're the East right now and you're the Warriors and you get a Lauri Markkanen, you might vault yourself into the top 3.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
agree.
might be because you'd be with, well, who is it? You got the Celtics, the Knicks, and the Sixers in some shape or form. We'll see what the Magic do. They got KCP. That could be a solid piece. I don't know. They're still a couple pieces away from being championship contenders, but this is the Western Conference. And right now, the hierarchy is in any shape or order. You got the Mavericks who just won the conference. You got the Timberwolves who were just there in the conference finals. You got the OKC Thunder who were there. They were the best team in the West last year.
They added Hartenstein, so they got size as
and
well.
they added Alex Caruso.
He's a beast. Yeah,
Yes.
they had traded for Alex Caruso. It's flipping giddy for Caruso.
Yeah, that was a huge move for them.
Great
and
point.
then they got the Denver Nuggets. I haven't even mentioned they're just a year removed from winning a championship. By the way, yeah, Nikola Jokic, he won the MVP last year.
Yeah.
Still the best player in the league. So like
Lost KCP though.
They did lose KCP. They did.
I don't know if they're as deep. They're going to ask a lot from Christian Brown. He'll be in his third year out of Kansas.
Jamal Murray playing the Olympics. That's the one where I'm like the
he's
Nuggets.
got a lot of wear and tear.
Yes.
See, I'm going to put
They're
the
an
Nuggets
ankle away from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is OKC, Dallas, and Minnesota. Right now, they're my top 3 in the Western Conference.
Okay. And now, who do you see is taking a step up next year in the West? Like, who's taking that next step? Is it the Rockets? I don't know if they did much this, like their drafts. Like,
Dare I say the Sacramento Kings?
Maybe. That's actually, you know what? I haven't been thinking about the Kings, but DeMar DeRozan I thought was a really sneaky good one.
And they're
for
still
them.
active. They're still trying to get players.
Yes.
They're going to be active.
They're still sniffing around Brandon Ingram. Or the Pelicans.
Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram.
They got DeJounte Murray.
Sacramento can make a leap.
Yeah, the Pelicans maybe.
Now, if New Orleans can make the right trade for Brandon Ingram, maybe that's another team that takes a leap. Remember, they got swept in the first round of the playoffs by OKC. Brandon Ingram did not look good.
Him and McCollum were just not, it wasn't it.
I don't like, but they did trade for DeJounte Murray. So you got DeJounte Murray, who can guard, and he could do a lot of things offensively. Zion Williamson. All right?
No more Valanciunas.
No more
He's
Valanciunas.
in,
No more
Washington.
Valanciunas.
Yeah.
But you see, I got Trey Murphy the third and Herb Jones. Jose Alvarado's not bad.
You love Jose Alvarado. He's playing for Puerto Rico, by the way.
I do like Alvarado. I'm not going to lie. I'm a sucker for him.
He's trying to get into
But
it.
they've got to make a move here to get the right piece. Right now, they're, what are they going to do with the bigs? What are they going to do with C.J. McCollum? What are they going to do with Brandon Ingram? Can they run it back with Brandon Ingram? Can they? Daniel Tice signed down there. He's going to play for Team Germany, but he's 6'8", 32 years old. You're probably getting 10 to 15 minutes a night from him. Nothing major.
I was like Tice. He's solid.
Also look out for their guard, the backup guard out of UConn, Jordan Hawkins. He could flat out shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
He could flat out shoot. I think he'll get some more playing time next season for New Orleans. So you talk about teams that could make a leap. It could be Sacramento. It could be New Orleans. Could be, I know y'all keep laughing at me, it could be the San Antonio Spurs.
If their leap is fringe play-in team, like that would be an amazing year for them. Like if they were around the play-in picture, I think that's an incredible year for them. I do like Harrison Barnes. I think his style and his skill set fits that system in that area, San Antonio, perfectly. He's a no-nonsense kind of a guy. Like that's fine for him. Chris Paul will work well with Wembanyama. Great leadership there. If Wembanyama takes that next leap, though, to your point,
right,
and he's in like MVP type discussions in his second year, then yes, that is an incredible leap.
Oh, and Lubman. How could we forget about Jaja and company, Memphis Grizzlies?
That's a great call. That's the team. I think that's the team right there. I keep sleeping on them too.
Yeah, they were back-to-back number 2 seeds. Back-to-back number 2 seeds in the Western Conference.
Ja's been on a milk carton because of suspensions and he's gotten hurt.
But when he's on the court, they're a problem.
Marcus Smart, Jared Jackson.
That whole team was missing last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're a very interesting kind of wild card, so to speak, in the West
I'm
this
just
year.
so out on Taylor Jenkins, their head coach. He just, something about him, I don't know what it is. It's his demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out on that guy.
Chris Paul basically said that, wow. I'm looking at, we were talking about San Antonio.
Talking about the playing time?
Yeah.
He said he doesn't care about winning a ring now?
Yeah, he said, I'm not chasing a ring. I want to play. I just love nothing more than the opportunity to play and contribute and hoop. My family is everything. My wife is here. My kids are back in L.A., and that's where they'll be during the season. I love basketball so much that I could be close to home. But if I'm not playing, I'm not happy. And I love my family to death. So when we saw this opportunity, even though it would put me away from my family knows me better than anybody, and they know I just want to play. I want to play more than anything, and that's why I'm grateful for them and more so grateful to be here. I can see them getting flipped at the deadline if San Antonio is not rolling.
Yeah.
He could get flipped.
But
I'm sorry, I'm calling cap on everything Chris Paul just said right there.
Like, I don't think he's really in it.
I have a hard time believing that.
Nah, you know what's going to happen with Chris Paul? He's going to get dealt at the deadline.
And then all of a sudden, like, I am so stoked to chase a ring right now.
He's going to chase a ring with somebody.
Sudden, I like how he say, I just want to be playing. I feel like that's a subtle shot at the Warriors because he likes to be on the court and he wasn't always with the Warriors.
You know what's a good fit for Chris Paul?
He was a good soldier for the Warriors, though. Like, I'm not looking back on the
You know what would be a great fit for Chris Paul if he wants to go ring chase? The Minnesota Timberwolves. Mike Conley Jr. came up small last year.
Mike Conley. Yeah.
Mike
they
Conley
signed him, though.
Yeah, but he's old up there. Who would you rather have on that team? I think Chris Paul can run that team.
Both old.
They're both old. But I think Minnesota, man, that'd be interesting to me.
I was thinking about an East team, maybe. Maybe your Orlando Magic maybe feel like they want a Chris Paul. Maybe. Orlando, maybe. I just like going back to Orlando because you love you some Paulo.
I do. I love So Worldwide Hef yesterday. Shout out to Worldwide Hef. He loves you for some reason. He loves Shasky too, but he loves you.
He knows.
I don't know why he loves you.
As the late, great Michael Irvin would say, he's good for ball. That's why.
So when we're at that game, Duke versus Texas Tech, he actually got popped on the screen.
A chaser?
Roach was flexing, and that's Worldwide Hef in the background flexing too. So he's caught on camera. And that day, I was like,
was he wearing a suit?
No, he had the Duke jacket on, the Duke jersey. He was duked out. He was duked out.
He's a Dookie?
He's a big-time Dookie, right?
My cousin went to Duke, Paul. He played soccer for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He's a big-time Dookie. So much so that I was looking for Hef. So where the hell did he go? It's after the game. The guy's walking to the tunnel with the megaphone next to the cheerleaders, yelling, "Go Duke, go," with the megaphone. Wow. We're coming off of COVID. I'm like, Hef, what are you doing?
Were you guys near the Cameron Crazies and all that and stuff like that?
He was all about it. We were sitting right next to the bed. He couldn't help himself.
God.
Took pictures with the mascot. I mean,
he's feeling. Hey, you know what? I kind of get it now. I got a glimpse of courtside at California Classic, Bonta. I never want to go back.
You get it?
Benny, I think, is going to be spoiled for the rest of his life. He's like, Dad, where are the courtside seats? Son, I'm not on TV. I'm sorry. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, powered by First North Credit Union. That's it. 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. Check me out.
Listen, man.
I get more people from Florida listening to me than California.
Well, Paulo Banchero, let me tell you, I'm always going to be a fan. Because we're standing there courtside on the Duke bench watching them warm up. And Worldwide Hef goes, "Paulo, let's get it." And he's going through the layup line. I kid you not. I'll never forget. It was like a movie. It was like slow motion. He turned around, dropped the basketball, and pounded his chest and looked at us. And I said, "Oh, man, this guy's," and he went out there and dominated. And I said, "He's got me. That's my guy." He recognized two real ones. It's like, okay, I see these guys. It was like he knew. It was like we were from the block or something. Like we were from Seattle. And he was like, "Oh, what's up, boys? Stop the layup line. Drop the basketball." And shut it. So Worldwide Hef is going crazy. I'm like, yeah, Paulo's my guy. I'm following him anywhere.
The talk of that tournament was Banchero and Chet Holmgren, and I got to say, both those guys have lived up to the hype in the NBA. No doubt. It doesn't happen like that, but they've been incredible.
No, they have. They have. So that's our Duke.
Time for the legal.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I love the Google.